Well, we all know that some teachers are better than others, but how do you spot the bad ones? Turning Point's Charlie Kirk took on this question from a liberal teacher at a Turning Point event and provided an insightful answer. Hi, I'm Steve Inman, and welcome back to Resist the Mainstream, reporting the news that the mainstream won't. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and of course hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. Well, it's another classic clip from Charlie Kirk. Proper education is the backbone of any strong nation. And whether it's public, private, or college level, the people who we chose to be responsible for our youth's core education should be a process not taken lightly. Good, hardworking, and honest teachers should be rewarded for their conduct and efforts to promote students to the highest degree, not promoting them to the highest level of politics and opinions and whatnot. Opinions are good, as long as they come from the students themselves. Teachers, are distracted and not have the students' best interests in mind should be pruned from the education system. Charlie Kirk explained this in this clip, that teachers should be held to the highest standards, especially the ones on the public front.
You said with education to fire the bad teachers. What's your definition of bad teachers?
Great question. So how many people here think you've had at least one teacher that deserves to be fired? Everyone raises their hand always. So the question is, how do you find them, right? So I got this question asked a lot. Here's the interesting thing. So when President Obama was running for president in 2008, one of his big things, he said it over 40 times, was that we need to have a system that rewards good teachers and fires bad ones. But the question is always, how do you find the bad ones? So is it test scores? Probably not. Is it, peer evaluation? The best metric is you have teachers grade teachers and you have parental input. Here's the thing. The really, really bad teachers. Those have got to go. I had teachers earning $150,000 a year, barely showing up for class, teaching gym, doing nothing, being completely lazy. They're a drain on the school budget. They're a drain on the local community, and they should be fired instantaneously. The problem is, under current teacher tenure laws in certain states, in most states, they are protected by contracts designed by teacher unions that make it nearly impossible to fire bad teachers. If they're not productive, they don't put time in. So I would support reform and a system that allows really good teachers. Here's the thing. Some teachers, this might be a surprise to some of my liberal counterparts, so I had public school teachers that changed my life, that did unbelievable amount of work. They got in at 6 a.m. every day. They worked their tail off. Then I had teachers that would take half the year off. They just didn't care. They were bratty. They thought it was horrible. And yet the one that didn't put in as much effort was earning more than the person that was just there. That is not the way that we should reward, I believe, teachers in this country. Teachers are modern day heroes. I'm very, very pro-teacher, very anti-teacher union.
It was obviously clear this was a very important subject to Kirk as he spoke about what the best metric is to weed out poor educators. Rather than judging based on overall test scores or peer evaluations, Kirk took to the financial aspect of the matter, noting that lazy teachers that are being paid, should be fired immediately. He's talking about teachers that only work once or twice a week, while other teachers are working 40 plus more hours. The problem with this, he noted, lies in the fact of most state teacher unions contractually protect tenure for most educators. When bad teachers are legally protected, it makes the situation that much more difficult to deal with when attempting to remove these educators from their positions. Kirk then responded to a follow-up question that focused on college professors and if the same standards should be held for them.
I think that we currently have a system that rewards professors that want to write their book and sell it back to their class. I think that's it's a fair point. It's also rewards professors that do most studying and not actually engaging with their current class. Here's the problem: is that most college freshmen are taught by TAs, teachers' assistants. So they're getting something. They're paying for something they're not even getting. I think measuring value in a professor should be different than that of a teacher, but here's the big difference, is that public school teachers in K through 12 education have to be held to a different standard than professors. It just has to be. There's more K through 12 teachers than there are professors, a lot more, almost 10-to-1 ratio.
When it comes to college level education, you're paying for it. It's your money. It's a different playing field for student-teacher dynamics. College students pay large sums of money for a higher education that's supposed to be taught by masters of their respective subjects. It's not quite happening as we're seeing lately. Courses are meant to be focused and more in-depth in comparison to K-12 education, and it's only fair that students are entitled to receive quality teaching for the often high cost. Kirk mentioned on All Too Common Point about professors who care more about selling their latest book than actually promoting their students' learning. Sort of sounds like politicians, doesn't it? Educational grifting plagues the college atmosphere as an alarming amount of professors not only just promote their books, but often make them mandatory reading material to complete the course. In many cases, students are smart enough to find a way around this. However, it doesn't stop these greedy professors from continuing this method semester after semester, boosting profit for the teacher and not offering much else to the student. In some cases, professors charge up to hundreds of dollars for a single book that students will have little use for outside of that specific course. So what do you think? Is the public education system doomed to fail more than it succeeds? Should college professors be held to a higher standard in the classroom? I mean, man, you're paying tons of money. Why not? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, this is Resist the Mainstream, reporting the news that the mainstream won't. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and of course, hit the notification bell for updates for new videos. Until next time, take care. We'll see you then.